county. I think the Honorable Senator can bring a specific question, then we can respond, Madam Chair, formally, either through the committee or the chamber. On the use of force, on Senator Wambua, I had already responded to that issue on my policy directive on use of force that I issued on 18th of July 2025. On the question of rallies, I think Honorable Veronica Maina, I have also responded to that issue in terms of, yes, the police are being trained to manage public crowds in situations that may come up during rallies, but it's more important for us to organize ourselves better. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there was another question. I thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable Senators, we now move on to question number 4. And this is a question by Senator Professor Tom Ojenda, but Senator Wafula Wakoli will ask on his behalf. You may proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to welcome Waziri Kipchumba. And your entrance, I can see one of our daughters of the soil giving you tips of wisdom. Allow me to proceed, Honorable Speaker. Waziri knows.
The Senator, instead of asking the question, please proceed.
Speaker, our people say the hyena told the Could the Cabinet Secretary provide details on the registered incidents of mob justice and related fatalities from January 2025 to date? B. What measures have been put in place to enhance police responsiveness to mob justice incidents, strengthen investigative capabilities, and facilitate the prosecution of perpetrators? C. What measures are being implemented by the government to address public mistrust of law enforcement agencies and the judicial system, which are key drivers of mob justice? D. What other factors have contributed to the overall increase in mob justice incidents across the country? And could the Cabinet Secretary explain the actions being taken to address them? Thank you, Honorable Speaker. This is a statement on behalf of Professor Tom Ojenda. Thank you.
It's a question. CS, you may answer the question.
Madam Speaker, this is a very broad question, and I beg your indulgence to respond accordingly. On the first part, on the details of the registered incidents of mob injustice and related fatalities from January 2025 to date, Honorable Speaker, the following are the reported incidents of mob injustice and related fatalities in the country from January 2025 to date. I have given the list, and I don't wish to read all of it for all these counties. But just to capture a few, you will find that in counties like Machakos, we have 22 fatalities, in Embu 33, in Kisumu 36 fatalities, in Vihiga 20, in Kilifi 18, in Kisii 18, in Migori 19, and in Nairobi 55 fatalities of mob injustice. Sorry, Kiambu was higher, 58. That points to a very serious issue, Madam Speaker, of rule of law. And people generally don't believe in the judicial system and the justice system of the country, all the way from arrest to prosecution to conviction. And when you ask this question, before even I go to part 2, when you ask this question all the time, why do people resort to mob justice or what mob injustice? The answer is always that if this person is taken to court, he will be released on bail, because people don't understand bond bail. They don't also understand that the justice system require certain level of burden of proof. They cannot, and sometimes they blame the police when someone has been arrested, charged, and released on bail. So some of these things are escalating this kind of mob injustice. And to have 58 in Kiambu and 55 in Nairobi is a measure of something.
Senator Lemeletian, can you kindly respect the House and bow? I did not see. Thank you, Senator. Proceed, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, I used to sit exactly where you sat as a temporary speaker. And I appreciate the work you're doing. Number two is measures that have been put in place to enhance police responsiveness to mob injustice incidents, strengthen investigative capabilities, and facilitate the prosecution of perpetrators. Honorable Speaker, the following measures have been taken to enhance police responsiveness to mob injustices incidents. Number one, encourage local communities to collaborate with police in reporting suspicious activities and preventing mob violence. Two, deployment of police officers to respond quickly to incidents of mob injustice, especially in urban centers. Three, use of toll-free hotlines and digital platforms to report mob violence, enabling faster police deployment. And four, enhanced training of police officers on crowd control. The following measures have been taken to strengthen investigative capabilities of police officers. First, independent policing oversight authority was established to investigate police misconduct and to ensure that there is accountability, which indirectly builds public trust and reduces reliance on mob justice. Two, expanded directorate of criminal investigation, forensic and intelligence capabilities to investigate crimes more effectively. Three, training programs for officers on human rights, evidence collection, and handling mob-related cases. The following measures have been taken to facilitate prosecution of perpetrators. One, strengthen coordination with police to ensure mob justice is prosecuted with sufficient evidence. Three, provide security for witnesses in mob justice cases, encouraging testimony that supports successful prosecution. And finally, efforts to reduce case backlogs, ensuring timely trials for mob justice perpetrators. However, concerns have been raised over the rising incidence of mob justice. Such incidents often involve, I have used mob justice and injustice interchangeably, Madam Speaker. It still means the same thing, one being a paradox because it cannot be justice and it's mob at the same time. However, concerns have been raised over the rising incidence of mob justice. Such incidents often involve violent attacks, public humiliation, and in some cases fatalities before suspects can be formally investigated or prosecuted. To address this, the government has put in place several measures aimed at preventing mob justice and ensuring lawful handling of suspects. One, national government officers are continuously sensitizing citizens on the importance of informing the police wherever they arrest a suspect or when incidents occur. Two, the service standing orders require all police stations to maintain a standby team to respond to incidents, including mob justice, and it is therefore the responsibility of station commanders to ensure the swift response and management of such cases. Three, toll-free number including Fichua kwa DCI toll-free hotline 0800 722 203 allow members of the public to promptly report crimes, suspicious activities, or emerging mob situations. Four, the service is strengthening the use of communication technology through integrated command, control, and communication framework to enhance quick response to incidents such as mob justice. Measures being implemented by the government to address public mistrust of law enforcement agencies and the judicial system, which are key drivers of mob injustice. Honorable Speaker, to address public mistrust of law enforcement agencies and the judicial system, the government is one, conducting prompt and thorough investigations and ensuring that suspects are arraigned in court before court of law within the prescribed timelines. Two, intensifying community engagements initiatives as a proactive measure. Three, through structured forums, barazas, nyumba kumi, meetings, and regular consultative sessions, the government officials sensitize members of the public against it taking the law into their own hands and encouraging the use of established criminal justice mechanisms to address grievances and report offenses. Four, establishing accessible and structured mechanisms through which members of the public can lodge complaints or report misconduct. These include reporting to the Public Police Quality Assurance Department and the reporting to the Police Quality Assurance Department and the Internal Affairs Unit of the National Police Service. The service is implementing digital systems for police records, including the occurrence book, to improve transparency, accountability, and efficiency in handling incidents. This enables the public to monitor cases in real time, ensuring prompt police response and helps minimize delays and mistrust in the police. The other factors that have contributed to overall increase in mob injustice incidents across the country and the actions being taken to address them. Honorable Speaker, other factors that may have contributed to these incidences include mistrust in the criminal justice system, as some members of public perceive investigations and court process to be slow, ineffective, or biased. The release of suspects often reinforces this perception, prompting communities to take law into their own hands. Two, circulation of crime-related content and instant justice videos on social media platforms triggers copycat incidents and normalizes violence as a dispute resolution mechanism. Three, abuse of hard drugs, impairing judgment and increases impulsive and violent behavior, contributing to mob-related incidences. Number four, high levels of poverty and unemployment, particularly among the youth, coupled with limited economic opportunities, contribute to increased petty crimes and youth involvement in criminal activities, which often provoke mob retaliation and subsequent mob justice incidences. Five, groups engaging in organized illegal activities such as theft, robbery, and drug trafficking, whose actions can provoke mob retaliation and escalate violence in communities. To mitigate these factors, the government is strengthening the community policing and enhancing investigative capacity, improving collaboration with the Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, and increasing public engagements to restore confidence among the members of public. Two, conducting targeted public education campaigns and sensitization forums to discourage violent responses. Three, conducting a crackdown on drug use and illicit substance circulation to reduce associated violent behavior. Four, engaging youth through community programs, mentorship, and advisory sessions with local administrations and religious leaders. And five, conducting a crackdown on criminal gangs through targeted operations, arrests, and disruptions of their activities. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Senator Wakoli, do you have supplementary questions? You don't. We have quite a number of questions, follow-up questions, and I request the senators to go straight to the question so that we can give everyone a chance. Senator Chute.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the CS has been in this house before, and I wanted the CS to tell this house, how do we communicate with him? We have issues of abduction in Marsabit, extrajudicial killings in Marsabit. I sent a letter to him, a statement that I've made to him on 20.
Senator Chute, the question is supposed to be related to this question that has been asked.
Yeah, it's a communication, madam. So This issue has been raised earlier by even Senator Eddy. I sent a letter to him on 25th. On 8th August 2025, no reply. Then that is on abduction. Then on extrajudicial killing, I sent a letter to him on 27th of January 2026, which was received from his office on 28th.
Senator Chuta, you risk me actually calling you out of order.
I'm finished.
Because the question is about mob injustice. So you are supposed to ask a question that is related to what the CS was asked.
Madam Speaker, what I'm trying to ask is if there was mob justice, for example, and I want to communicate with the Speaker, with the CS, how do I communicate with him if there is a problem in Marsabit County? Because he is here today before us. And
it is noted.
Thank you. So again, that letter was received on 28th January 2026. Today is 25th February 2026. There is no reply up to today. So your efficiency, you have many officers working in your office. You cannot ask one officer to reply to my letters. That, Madam, and this I speak on behalf of all the senators who are here today. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Seki.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Question to CS. CS, I think you're very much aware on the police brutality in Kitengela most of the times, and this brings issues of this question that's on the table. And we have been wondering, maybe, why are these issues of police brutalities and killing in my county particularly? Is it just because probably you had been given some instructions some times back that people should be killed? And in that,
Order, Senator.
I wanted to know.
Senator Seki, please follow the rules of question time.
Yeah,
the question is about mob injustices.
That is where
what you have asked so far has nothing to do with that.
It is about mob.
It has nothing to do with that.
It is about that. So I'm asking the CS to tell us why is it because
Senator
of that instruction that you've given out that people in Kajiado?
Senator Seki, please order. Senator Mandago, what is your point of order?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, first, the people in the dispatch must always ensure the chair asks the senator to sit, they should switch off the mic. Madam Speaker, I just wanted to ask understanding under 105, whether the Honorable Senator for Kajiado.
Senator Cherarkey, this is you don't have the right to just speak. Okay? Let's follow the rules.
Thank you very much.
Senator Mandago is on a point of order. Can we listen? Can we hear that point of order?
105, to ask whether the senator for Kajiado is in order to allege that the Cabinet Secretary for Interior issued a shoot to kill order. Can he substantiate or provide evidence? Because this is a house of records and we cannot allow people to make sweeping statements that are alarming.
Senator Seki, you actually made reference as to whether the CS had instructed killings. Do you want to substantiate that? Or Senator Wambua, please allow me to coordinate this. He stood on a point of order. Let Senator Seki respond, and then you can raise your issue.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I can substantiate that given time. And if you allow me,
Senator,
question. My people are the county's
Senator Chuta, what is your point of order?
Honorable Speaker, let me refer you to our Standing Order 51, 5C. Let me start with first of all, A. The Cabinet Secretary shall appear in person on the day on which the respective question is listed for response. B. He shall respond to the question. And C. May, with the permission of the Speaker, make a statement on any other matter pertaining to respective state department. So, Honorable Speaker, you can allow Senator to ask questions because it says may. And
may, with the permission of the Speaker, I have not granted that permission. I'm sorry. Please, Senator.
Let me finish, Madam Speaker. Yeah. Yes.
Senator Chute, I have actually responded to you. May, with the permission of the Speaker. Senator Wambua, what is your point of order?
Madam Speaker, and I want you to hear this because I want to address the chair. Madam Speaker, mine is a plea, really a very humble plea to the chair. That, you raise on a point of order, like the one that Senator Madago asked, on substantiation of facts. In the absence of the subject of the question being raised, the CS is here. The question that Senator Seki has asked, the CS has capacity to respond to the question being asked. I don't see why a senator should rise on a point of order and seek substantiation when the subject of the question is in the House. I mean, it doesn't make sense, what I'm saying.
Senator Wambua, you are out of order. Substantiation is of a point of fact. And Senator Seki, you have asked for more time. The next session is this afternoon. Please, you'll have the opportunity to substantiate. Can you finalize your question, please?
So, Honorable Speaker, I wanted the Cabinet Secretary to clarify why these killings. We have been having public engagement, rallies in Kajiado. My people are being killed like rats. And he's in the office. And in one incident, he gave instructions. Is it because of that? That is the question. He needs to clarify to this House. And if it's not that, then he needs to apologize to Kenyans why my people in Kajiado are being killed like rats by the same government.
Senator Manzo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to ask the CS, now that he has provided the data as to